Hello, beautiful people. You're welcome to this tutorial. This is the Radiance Hardware Academy, and my name is Tamlola Hakiyemi. So, in this tutorial, sorry, we're going to be making applique turban. I call it applique turban because we are attaching this applique to for turban. That makes it applique turban. All right, so it is very simple to make and it doesn't require much thing, but the accessories, especially this, is expensive. When I wanted to do this, I don't know the price they're selling it this. I went to market, and when I got to market, the woman said 2.5. Even some said 3,000. I was like, kilo day. Sorry, that is Yoruba. For those that do not understand Yoruba, I was like, what happened? Hey, this small thing 2.5, it comes in different colors, and for the design I'll be making three colors. It's a customer that order for the three design or for the three turbans. So can you see? And if you look at this, let me, because this is the major thing I want to show you in this video, because if you want to make your own so that it will be very easy for you to make, and you can easily get the materials, know the price you're going to get it in the market. So before we move on to the how to make it over, let me first take my time to explain this very well. So just like I said, I'm going to be making these three colors for a customer, and if you look at this, it's only these two that is like look the same, why this one is even and the same price. I bought everything the same price. There are some customers, there are some people that are selling it that will tell you that it's 3,000. There are some that sell it 3,000. Even if you price it, yeah, they are still going to sell it 3,000 naira. Okay, I bought this thing 2,000 naira. And why I bought it, because the person that sold it is a guy. You understand that? So instead of him selling it to 5, he sold it 2,000 for me. You understand those things now. So I bought this in another place. I bought this in another because this thing is not that common in my area because it is expensive. People are not really buying it in Ibadan here. I worked. I bought this at Aleshiloye. I bought this. I'm very sorry for those that don't even know how. No Ibadan here. I bought this Ogunpa. I bought it at Aleshiloye. In different day, on different day. It was very stressful for me to get. So, and it's a thing that we can make. It's a thing we can make. If you, this trimmings, lace trimmings, and they just attach all these accessories on it. You can get these accessories anywhere. You can get it anywhere. Can you see? So, and also you can also buy some materials to attach to it so that I will be making this pink public on a pink turban. I'm very sorry if this video will be long, but I want you to understand some things. That is the main reason why I made this video. It's not about the turban. The turban is very easy to make. I just want to explain many things to you about this applique. So for this pink, in case you see the picture of the turban that I will be making with this, so that you won't be asking me how would I do it. Now you will see that there is no any baby pink here, and if I want baby pink on the applique, so I want it to have baby pink. I'll be using this on this. So I bought this. I know you are familiar with this. I know you're familiar with this. I bought this. I think they sell 2.15 naira, something like that. So I bought like half dozen. I can use more than half dozen, but I bought dozen. I can use more than half dozen. So I'll be applying my hot glue on this. I want this happy to have baby pink, and I want it to be fuller than other applique. I'll be attaching this to it. So in case you see that I applied this one on the baby pink on the turban, and when I was doing it, when I show you the video, you did not see something like this on it. That is the main reason why I'm telling you this. So you can just be creative with your work. Just be creative with your work. When you attach this, it comes out nice. Now, so like I said, I bought this Apple 2.5. You can't get it anywhere at 2,000 anymore. I think it was before they sell it 2,000. So you can't get it anywhere at 2,000, 2.5, 2.8, 3,000. 2.5, 2.8, 3,000. Just between 2.5 to 3,000. That is the price. And now when you make this, how much can you sell this turban? That is in me. That is the another question. Selling the cost of your turban depends. Like the price of your turban depends on what you use. For example, I bought this material. I bought it 1 2 per yard, and I will make two. Even I'm not making two now, but I can still make use of the material, the remaining material later. I can make two of these in that 1 yard. Two of these in that 1 yard. But I will not be doing that later. Maybe I don't know what I can still use it for. So if you want to sell this, we bought this 2 5. This is 1 2. Even though you are not going to use all the material, but you must not sell if you are selling less than 5,000. Abeg, it is going to affect your sales. You must not sell less than 5,000. You must not sell less than, if you are selling less than 5,000, that is not okay, because this um turban is a unique one that if you make it, if you are done with it and you place it on your mannequin or place it on anybody's head, nobody will see it and be like, no, this is beautiful. I hope you understand me. So I just like I said, this is the major reason why I did this video, for you to understand every detail about this turban. I love this, and by the time I will still add the baby turban, you will see. No, don't just wait for it. Wait for it. You will see how it's going to come out nice. But I will not be working on this pink. I'll be working on this ash color. I don't even know. Maybe I should call it ash. This way. All right. So for this pink I use V shape. You can use V shape, you can use plain, you can use pleated um band. Just depends on what you want. There is no any specific design for that, or certain design for that. So I cut out 26 inches. Let me measure. The hair circumference is always 26. The hair circumference side, and make sure you use the stretchy part of your fabric. Make sure you use the stretchy part of your fabric. While the length now is 25 inches. I thought I cut out 26, but 25 inches is still okay for me. 25 inches. From this turban, I'm not going to cut out my band separately. No, I'll be forming the band from here, and I believe we know how to form the band. So just fold it like this. Just look at the way I fold it. Okay, let me do it like this. This is the wrong side and this is the right side. So I'll fold it in like this once, about 2 inches. Fold it in, and I will pick it up like this. I hope you see what I did. I'll pick it up like this, and to know, maybe you understand. So this is the wrong side. Fold it like this, pick it up like this, and that is where we are going to sew. So we are going to sew it straight, and when you are sewing, so close to the edge. But before I go ahead to sew, I would like to do something, because I want my turban to come out neat, to be neat. I'll first fold in this place to hide it. I'll fold it in like twice, like fold it in twice to hide it and sew. So by the time I do the band, the edge will be neat. I hope you understand. Yeah, good. So let me go and do this. Yeah, this is it. I've just secured the edge. Now I'll just do it the way I explained the other time. And I would like to say something here. Please don't forward this video. Watch everything that I'm showing here. Don't be like, I know how to do something. There are some things we have incorporated to what we have learned before, that can also help you. Don't forward any video. Don't forward it. Just patiently watch it. All right. I just like I said, I use 25 inches here. That is if you want your turban to be big. You can, even if you want it to be big, I would prefer you use 27, 28. And if you want to join your band, just like how I want to do it now, to the body of the turban, use 27, 28. if there is any excess, it's better than it is when it is not enough than when it is in excess. It's going to easily trim it out. But if you want it to be strong, small, like not that big, 24 to 26 is okay. If you are attaching the band, like if you are making the band from the board, from the turban, from the material you cut out. And if you don't want to make the band from this, if you want to cut out the band separately, I would advise you use 20 inches only for the body of the turban. So by the time you plait it, you're going to arrive at 14 to 15 inches. Because we are still going to pleat the body of the turban after we make our band. So let me just fold it like this, just like I said, 2 inches is okay. And I will fold in like this, take it to my sewing machine and so when I'm sewing now, it's will be very easy for me to sew. I'm just sewing on where I sewed. Can you see where I sewed here? I'm just sewing on it, and by the time you flip it over, you will see how it's going to look. Now, I have sewed it just the way I described. Please, if you have any question regarding what I have explained, please make sure you ask. Don't don't be like I will know it later, or when I'm doing my own I will know. Ask now. Ask. All right, let us move to another thing. The next thing to do now, flip your this thing to the wrong side. We're going to be, you know this. I'm not supposed to explain, but I need to explain because of some people that are just joining us for the first time. Now we'll be drawing a straight line on it. I don't have chalk right here, so I'll be using my hand to explain, my finger to explain what you're going to do. So you can make the pleats just like what I did here. The distance between the pleats, you can make it 1.5, you can make it 1 inch, you can make it 2 inches, you can make it half. Depends on what you want to do. So now I'll be using 1 inch or 1.5. By the time I sew, it's going to be reduced to about 1.5 or or less than 1.5. So this is what you're going to do. To start from here, measure 1 inch, one inch interval. Just chalk it, draw a straight line on it, and pick it up. I don't need to do that because I'm used to this, and I'm going to just do it the way I've been doing it before. So I'll fold it like this. I will just use my eyes to view it how it's going to be. Now just fold it, just measure 1 inch, one inch. Chalk it. Use your chalk to mark it out. You can use your bio to do it, but when you're using your bio, just make sure you are just I don't know, don't make it obvious. So draw a straight line, one inch interval. The distance between the straight line should be one inch. So on that straight line, pick it like this, pick it up like this. Just make sure you have the line on it, like straight like this. Take it in your sewing machine and sew. So when you are sewing, you sew very close to the edge. See how I'm touching it very close to the edge, just like this, just like the one we've sewed before. So that is what I'm going to do. I'll sew this. When you are done with the first one, pick the second one, the line you do, or you can sew it anyhow you want it to be. Just make sure you sew it very well and very neat. And when you are sewing, make sure you raise up your, if you are using the normal sewing machine, if it is not the industrial, make sure you sew tight. Raise that thing, I don't know what it's called. Raise it up, make sure you sew tight. Don't sew, don't make it loose. By the time you open it up like this and you draw it, you are seeing the thread. I don't really like something like that. It doesn't make your work neat. When you sew it tight. Sew it tight. By the time you open it up like this, you won't see any thread coming out, like showing like that. I don't know. So I know, I believe you know understand what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to do this and come back to show you how. Just make sure, sew everything from here to that, to the down part, 1 inch interval, or more than that, or less than that. Yeah, we are done sewing. So this is the back, like this is the right side, and this is the wrong side. Can you see how it is neat? Now we're going to, okay, let me tell you the total measurements. I think I have 16 inches with the band, and I did not draw it. No, I just relaxed it like that. So 16 inches, and 16 inches is the perfect measurement for me. It's normal, it is not too big, neither too small. So I'm going to fold it into two, just like this, the right side facing the right side, and take my measuring tape and measure. It should be 11 inches, 22 divided by 2, that will be 11 inches. Because it's a stretchy fabric, I'll be using 10 and a half. I don't want it to be too slacky. Is that English correct? So, like, I don't want it slack on the head. So I'm going to measure 10 and a half. So when I measure 10 and a half, I'm going to sew straight to this point. So I'm not going to sew down like that. I will sew back to this edge and sew the remaining one just like we sew our turban. If you have any question, please ask. If this video is not explanatory enough for the turban, for this one I made, I have another video that explain every step. So make sure you ask question. Yeah, this is how it's going to look. This is how I describe it. I'm so 10 and a half. So come back to this side. I also sewed it. You can see. So come back to this side and sew straight. So don't mind my sewing. I sewed to that point. So I'm going to trim out the excess. Now I'll go ahead to weave it so that I can have a neat work. So I'll take it to, I'm gonna have weaving machine presently. So I'm going to take it to a shop nearby me and weave. I intentionally mention this so that you won't be limiting yourself. I don't have sewing machine. I don't have weaving machine. You can also do something without having those things, even though it's good to have it. But you can also do something without having them. Hmm? So go to nearby shop around you. Have plead plead to them. Let them allow you to use their sewing machine to sew. That is part of it. From there, it will trigger you and want to buy your own. That's just it. That is how I started, though. Yeah. All right. So after I done with um, the weaving, here, I'm going to weave it. So I'll double my thread inside my thread inside my needle, and do running stitch. For the running stitch will be front and back running stitch. Front and back running stitch. Alright, let me take my this thing so that I can explain how it's going to be. Yeah, I've sewed it and weave it. Can you see? So just like I said, I took it to a shop nearby me. So double your thread, we're going to do running stitch from this. After the band, we do it from here, come to this side, just like we sew, and do the running stitch to reach this side. We cuff it. So after that, after the back stitch, you do the front stitch. So though you're trying to decide your needle, I would like to say something at this point. One day I did a turban for a person that I always see, and after I just discovered that the back stitch, running stitch just removed. I was like, what happened? It's because I did not tie the thread very well. You know, these materials, most of them are perforated. Like, I don't know how to say it. It's not perforated like, but if your thread is not really tied, it can just remove at any time. So make sure you tie your this thread. Make the knots big very well. So that is very important so that your customer will not be complaining about the running stitch being removed every time. So I'll start the running stitch from that point. That's why I said don't forward any video. You might not really know this or maybe. All right. So I'm just doing the running stitch. So I'm going to stop where the curve started. How you can see this way I stopped. So I'm going to draw it together. So I'm going to draw it together. You can go back once again. You'll be like, Shebi, I said this video is, this design is simple. Why am I taking long time to explain? Don't mind me, I just like giving details about my video so that by the time you are making your own, you won't have any struggle with it. You understand? So I'm going to knot it very well. I went back again, so now I'm going to knot it and come to the front so that I can able to do the gather. Yeah. When you're done with the back, move on to the back design gather. Just like I said, make sure you knot your thread very well. So I'm going to start from here. And again, if you don't want the thread to remove, you can just do it like this. Go back inside the thread and draw it. So you can just continue. It is well secured by doing that. Well secured. So I'm just going to, you can see how I'm taking the thread, the running stitch at the middle here. I pick it up little, and the one I sewed, I do it like this. Hope you can see what I'm doing. You get to the edge, you draw it together like this, and you can just go back a little so that it is going to be, so that you can secure it well. And make sure you draw it very well. Don't draw it too much so that your thread will not cut out. But draw it in such a way that you don't have any space between the plates. So I can just go ahead to secure it now, and the turban is ready. So when you do it like this, you can do it twice and go ahead to cut it out and knot again. So by doing this, it is well secured very well. So if you have any question, please don't, just feel free to ask question. It is good to ask question because it makes you to know better and make things clear to you. All right, so we're done with this. Going to move on to the applique by attaching the applique to it. We only need the applique and our hot glue. So let me show you the black I've done. Yeah, this is the black I did. Can you see how it looks? Beautiful. It might look small, it might look simple to you or to people that see it, but trust me, this is beautiful and classy. Let your customer know, even though when they are pricing it low, because they'll be like, this flower should not be more than 1,000, should not be more than 1,200. No, let them know that it's 3,000, 2,800, 2,500, and it is classy. So let me move on to this. Let me just get my applique, attach it on this turban, and we are good to go. Can you see this space? Can you see how it aligns? Just because I did it, you saw how I was doing it the other time. That is why it makes it beautiful like this. I don't know, maybe you can observe what I'm observing. Oh, good. Let us move to the next thing. Yeah, now I'm going to apply glue to it, and just first of all, place it the way you want it to be. First of all, place it the way you want it to be. So after getting the way you want it to be, you can now go ahead to apply your glue on it. So if you want to apply the glue on it, start from this side. You have to shift this thing a little bit. So you have to start from this side. So I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to start from here. So I will apply the glue little by little. See this nail powder, taking the light. Oh goodness. So there is no light again, so I will continue later, but this is just what you're going to do. The gum is not coming out again, So this is what you are just going to do. You'll be doing it small small. Start from here to the back, like little by little, glue it, little by little, glue it till you reach the back. So that is the simple way to do it. That is the simple way to do it. Just make sure you are patient so that you will not have gum stain on your turban. So this thing is not coming out again. I have to do it later. So I'll just show you the finished look, but this is how it's going to be. Look at the back, the side view. Very simple to make, very simple. So you can just go ahead to embellish it with other things if you just feel like adding anything to it. But this is beautiful. It's okay for me. Alright guys. Bye bye.
I need somebody who can love me at my worst. No, I'm not perfect, but I hope you see my worth. 'Cause it's only you, nobody knew I put you first.